I'm doing this setup, man. I hate being in this corner.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday, yet again. We are. My bad, John. Were you not
I
ready?
didn't know you were clicking live.
My bad. Surprise, guys. What's up, everybody? Another episode of Omni X-Men. We're breaking down issue 107. Before we get into it, let's head over to John over here. John, how you doing?
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
My bad, man. I thought you were good.
I'm talking about a good issue of X-Men again.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to be back with a good issue. And joining us, we have a special guest, TJ, aka Slabdragon. TJ, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much. I'm usually having dinner right about now.
Well, I hope you're not hungry on account of us.
No, I ate before.
Nice. Well, good to see you, brother. Just so you guys know, I have TJ's information down in the description below. TJ, I know you have a lot of stuff going on between YouTube and some stuff on Instagram. So you posted some slabs earlier. Very nice. So guys, make sure you check that out. And also for John's Comics with Kids, as you know, we go back and forth every episode. So next episode will be over on his channel again. So make sure if you're not already subscribed to him, that you subscribe to him as well. Like I said, we are going to be breaking down 107. Last issue was a disaster. So, it'll be good to get back on track here. But before we jump into it, let's say a quick hello to the chat. We'll start it off with PJ King was in the house nice and early. Good to see you, PJ. Thanks for stopping in. And we got Beta Ray Jim. Hello, Beta. X-Men time. Baby is right. Todd Christian. Hello, Todd. Thanks for always stopping in, my friend. And Magic Lasso is in the house as well. He's got some Diana Ross jokes coming. Let's see. Go through here. Am I skipping it all, guys? Am I okay?
No, you're doing all right.
All right, good. Travis M. What's up, Travis? Thanks for stopping in, man. Jackson Roy Kirk is in the house as well. Evening, everybody. All right, I think that covers it for the moment. So before we dive into it real quick, and again, for anybody watching the replay, we appreciate it. Guys, if you're in here, make sure you stick around for after we break down the issue, because we have some questions coming up, all based on last issue. And I'm sure most of you are aware, we are doing some giveaways. At some point, we'll be raffling this bad boy off. This is the second omnibus. The way you get a ticket towards this raffle is by answering one of the questions, being the first to answer one of the questions correctly in the question section towards the end of this episode. And then John also is going to be giving away some, mystery box.
X-Men mystery box. Yep.
That's right. So make sure you guys stick around for that. And I hope you guys paid attention last issue. All right. So let's kick it off.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. True. Very true. So John, start with you. What did you think of this episode overall? And what would you grade it?
I feel like I came home again after being away for too long, even just a week. I felt like I was away and I came home again. This issue is so jam-packed with stuff going on, like fighting and new characters. And, I feel like it's, X-Men in space, this felt like, Muppets in space kind of action here. I would probably give this one a 9. I think I feel like there was a ton that I really liked about this issue. There's still the usual Claremont ridiculousnesses that occur throughout, but that's definitely a trademark of Claremont. So it didn't take away too much of it for me. I really, really enjoyed this one.
Totally. And TJ, what about you, my friend? What'd you think?
This issue was when I bought it off the rack, and after the last issue was a big change in tone, and I was just floored by everything that happened in this issue. This issue was amazing. Yep.
Nice. That is awesome. Got it right off the rack. It's so cool. I totally agree with you guys. And I think, a part of it too that helps is the fact that the issue before this was so not great. But yeah, this was just jam-packed with action. We get back on track with where we left off from issue 105. And so kind of that cliffhanger continues, and we get a lot more information as to where the team went after they went through that gateway, and I'm sure we'll dive into things. What's up, Kachung? Kachung is in the house, and Stay Puff as well. Good to see you, brother.
Kachung is doing a special show on Saturday to announce some cool mystery boxes he's doing. So if you're not subscribed, you should check it out and get over to his Instagram too, because he's given the information on what the box is all about, and then how you can win them on Saturday night.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. I'll check that out. All right. You guys want to dive into the list here, the panels?
Yes, indeed. Firstly, this cover is as jam-packed as the issue, I will just straight up say.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there for sure.
And I mean, there's a lot of cool characters, even so many that like some just get like the back of their head. Poor Gladiator gets the back of the head move. Some people just get a foot or an arm.
At least it works for Gladiator, since you can clearly tell Tim
the mohawk, right?
With that cool mohawk. Yeah,
you got the fin like Yondu.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so here we go. This is probably I mean, there's so many great panels, but I love this panel. The splash page, first where we left off panel. Our team and the look of shock on their faces, and Wolverine just where the blazes are we, like the whole and then in the background you got Phoenix doing her rising from the grave move that she's always doing. The giant Storm hair. She's got bigger hair than normal right now. I don't know if it's anti-gravity, kind of something in outer space. The hair is even more spectacular. And I love the Cyclops with the two red eyes rather than the like one bright red. I like the two. So I just love this. Everybody on the verge of what are we gonna see? Because as a reader, I was like, I want to know what is it like? Mutants in space, I want to know.
Totally, yeah. This is them just like arriving for the first time, and all their reactions. It's like, what are they reacting to exactly?
Yeah. Alex Ross did a homage cover to this.
Did he?
Oh, nice.
Now I got something else to hunt for. What's wrong with you?
He is great, man. I love Alex Ross.
So you did Off-White Tim. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, good to see you, Tim.
All right, here we go. So this was my favorite, and then this was TJ's favorite. The spread page that immediately follows it to show us what they're looking at.
Yeah,
this was great. This was huge.
As a teenager, this floored me when I saw this. This was wonderful.
What did you love about it?
It's basically the X-Men fighting the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
I mean,
yep.
So how many of these characters had appeared before this moment?
I don't think any.
Right? I mean, we'd seen Deken and some of the characters underneath the jewel in the back, obviously Lilandra, Eric the Red. But all these other characters are totally new in this moment, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot to introduce right off the bat.
Not the only ones. There's more to follow.
Right. So those in the chat, I'm curious how many of you could name any of these wonderfully bizarre and amazingly dressed characters here. Because how many do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 14, 15? Yikes.
Yeah. Seems about right.
I could name Gladiator. Going into this issue, I remembered the name Gladiator. That was it. That's the only
one I remember too. Yeah. I
What's
know
going on, JR?
Other names, but not their actual names. Yes.
Right. There it is. Beta Ray Jim knew Gladiator. He knew that one.
So I remember I had a toy like action figure of Gladiator, but I didn't know what Gladiator came from. I had him with like a mix of other random like Iron Man and Wolverine, and it was I was young, but I had no. I just recognized, reading this now, like, oh, okay, I didn't even realize he was like tied into any of this stuff.
So Justin, did you have a favorite like look for one of these characters? You're like, that guy's look or that girl's look is cool. Like I dig this one.
I have to say Gladiator. I mean, he definitely stands out even from a perspective of if you've seen him for the first time, just that mohawk and kind of Superman-like, costume. I think he stands out the most to me.
TJ, what about you?
I like the Timberwolf copy a lot. Apparently, Wolverine liked the costume also. But I never did anyone read the Imperial Guard miniseries they did?
Never.
No.
I didn't even know they did one.
Yeah, they did.
When was this?
I think in the early 2000s.
Oh wow, okay.
I will say the lady in the front with the yellow and red, who's got like hairy bell bottom uniform, whatever that. It looks like a hairy bell bottom, like furry. She's got quite a look. Her hair on top matches the ankles.
Yep.
She's quite impressive. Oh, JR says he read the Imperial Guard miniseries. There you go.
Oh, nice. What's up, Ruben?
And Lasso and Rod are here.
Hey. What's up, Rod? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, that's sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say TJ took the time to label all of these characters for us.
Yes.
So if you want to know the names of all these characters, you better buckle up, people. You better buckle up because here it's happening right here. There you go. So
that's their Legion of Superhero counterpart names. Yes.
Oh, okay. So these are the connective tissue to the League of Superheroes.
Yeah, these are the characters that are supposed to be copying from the Legion of Superheroes.
Okay. See, I thought you were actually giving me their name, their actual character names, because I don't know that I know these character names.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Cockrum did Legion of Superheroes before he did the X-Men, so he this is kind of deliberate. That this was kind of sticking to DC in a way.
Gotcha.
Yes. So all these characters, these are all the Legion of Superhero names that they're representing.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Here you go. So then I see a lot of characters with the word boy,
Yes.
right? Star Boy, Colossal Boy, Chameleon Boy.
Yep. Gladiator is Mon-El.
Sun Boy.
Yeah. You got Star Boy. You got Lightning Lad.
Like I said, there's a couple of lads and lasses.
Wildfire, though, is probably the only name that doesn't have a boy in it.
Right?
Yeah. You got Cosmic
I love
Boy.
how Starboy's stand-in looks basically like Colossus. It's Cosmic Colossus, right?
Yeah.
The guy who's sort of floating up there at the top by the jewel. Quite a look.
Yeah, you got Brainiac 5 in the background there, the little green guy.
Where's that guy?
Between Timberwolf and Gladiator, that's Brainiac 5.
Oh, I see him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, little Brainiac. That's hilarious. Gosh. That's hilarious. All right, let's that's amazing, TJ. Thank you for doing that. Man.
Yeah, and thank you.
Yeah, that was a big thing for us fanboys back when this came out, because we knew what they were doing and what this is ripping off and how deliberate it was. I mean, it wasn't even, you didn't have to even think about it. It was just there. That's the Legion of Superheroes.
Boom. Didn't even know the Imperial Guard got a miniseries. Look, Todd Christian's going to have some reading later. You can already tell.
There you go.
I thought this was hilarious. I laughed right off the bat when like Colossus is like, "We've come for the." He's like, "Storm, count your blessing. Let's see if they can talk rather than fight." You beings, we are the X-Men. We are from the planet Earth. We come for the woman Lilandra and Eric the Red. Then Gladiator says, I am Gladiator, praetor of the Imperial Guard. You are surrounded by the guard and outnumbered. The princess you seek is a traitor, and the Empire will to the Empire and our prisoner, and we will not give her up. And then Cyclops just blasts away.
You know, that really, I questioned that too, because I'm like, did I miss something? Like, did he just fire away out of nowhere?
Yeah, he then says, then we'll take her, blam, and just starts blasting. Like, it was not even like a, hey, let's negotiate. I don't know why you want her. I don't know what she did to be a traitor. No discussion. Cyclops is like just going to unload. And he just picks a guy. He picked your Brainiac guy, I think.
Yep.
He just unloaded on Brainiac and just blasted him.
That's brutal.
Not even the guy he was negotiating with. What if Brainiac was like, I'm kind of on the fence about her being a traitor. And he's like, blam, I'm going to blast that guy. This just
it's kind of like getting sucker punched. You know, that's a douche move.
It is. It's a total move. Yeah. I
First,
could not help but laugh at that moment. I was like, wait, he didn't even cut back to Cyclops' face thinking like, oh, well, we need, we're here on a mission. I've got to, no, none of that. It was just like, okay, I'm going to unload on you.
poor guy.
Xavier's never wrong, and he sent me here in a crazed state, but whatever. All right. So there's that. And then, it's Rumble time. It's just all Rumble. Everybody, it's Royal Rumble. Like, it's just everybody's got powers, including Storm's booty. It's got power.
Yep.
But everybody, it's just like there's even everybody feels like they have a counterpart. Like there's the Wolverine on the bad side. There's the shapeshifter that we will see a little bit later. There's the Colossus, Cosmic Colossus, and then this guy on the upper right totally looks like a paler Banshee, which you might argue is not really possible because he is an Irishman. But I did find the character designs very entertaining. And Jean, unable to be, we know that Jean is OP, right? And she would probably destroy all of them. So we had to have her be weakened by the transfer across space.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yeah, this a lot going on here. Definitely just being overwhelmed by like the creature looking thing on the right and questioning
the shapeshifter guy. I don't even remember his name. Do they say his name?
Oh, that's right.
It's the
Tempest.
Boy ripoff. Yep.
His name is Tempest.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Tempest is the pale guy. Hobgoblin. Yeah. It's Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Hobgoblin. Yep.
The original Hobgoblin before Spider-Man fought him. This is the one that people really think about when they think of a Hobgoblin. It's this guy. You get Colossus booty in there too. Look at that. That one panel is just a booty panel. Even look, Nightcrawler is doing it. Look. That's hilarious.
A lot of booty.
It is. That's how they sold this book. That's how you get people into it.
Yeah.
Why did Cyclops think back off Wolverine? Yeah. Wolverine's like, well, Summers, here's another fine mess you gotten us into. What's with Jeannie? What do you expect? Her power just shot us across the universe. She's out on her feet. Back off, Wolverine, or so help me, Al. Yeah. Those two, man, oil and water. Yeah. Anything you guys want to mention on this one? Should I keep rolling through the action here?
No, you can keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
Nightcrawler uses Tony's technology for battle this time, right? By scaring an opponent into being so shocked they revert in their normal state and then laying them out. And then Wolverine is jumping around trying to take on, looks like 5 people at one time.
Sounds about
you see
right.
Wolverine down at the bottom panel is in the center of 4 people, plus that fire guy is flying in behind him.
Yep.
That's Starbolt. Sorry, his name is Starbolt.
Starbolt, not fire guy.
No, not the fire. Yeah, there's only one fire guy, Ryan.
I remember Chet saying something about this issue that Nightcrawler's Tony Stark gadget comes into play here.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that was going to work out.
Yep, it's the best use of that ability ever.
Yeah.
He tried using it in the castle, right, against Juggernaut to look like Xavier and do all the crazy flips and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, with the prop. I'll never forget that.
Hilarious. All right, and then I think we're getting into the Wolverine stuff you guys love so much. So here's Justin's favorite panel: Wolverine getting fried by that Sunbolt guy or the Starbolt, whatever, something bolt.
Yeah.
And I love his reaction. Well, she's laughing at him in the corner there. His whole uniform has basically been fried off of him. His skin is fine. His clothing got fried off of his body. He's down to his knickers, and she's laughing at him. I think if somebody got blasted that badly and seemed to be taking no harm, I'd be more worried than laughing. But that's just
yeah, exactly. I love the top panel, just seeing how that artwork was drawn to kind of represent that. It kind of reminds me of 142, the cover of 142, where Wolverine's getting blasted. by the Sentinels. So I just thought that was really cool. And then on top of that, you see him standing there. He has no clothes essentially, and he's like smoking. You could see like the smoke coming off his hair. And as she's giggling at first, she quickly realizes that she's in trouble, and he chucks her. He grabs her by the shirt and throws her at the firebolt guy.
Yeah.
His own fastball special.
I think Lasso says his hair held up under all that heat, but I think the hair on the rest of his body is what we're seeing the flames come off of. He's burned all the hair off of the rest of his body. He's usually a hairier guy than this.
Yeah.
This is the barest chest you'll ever see from Wolverine. Yeah, I do agree that the fire, the way the flames go across him in that upper panel is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get a wardrobe change. He's like, hey, you look about my size.
Which wasn't he a lot bigger? At least from that initial picture where we saw everybody. I don't know. He just looked like he was a lot bigger.
Well, Wolverine's a midget, as they keep reminding us. So I don't know if this guy's his uniform would be so form-fitting, but I just for TJ, I blew up the facial reactions of Wolverine first wearing this costume. So he takes out this guy, Beast Boy, whatever we want to call him, Wild Thing. Wolverine calls him Furface. And then apparently with his claws, he attacks the guy. Well, no, he doesn't. He attacks him with his fists, doesn't damage the uniform, strips this guy down. Somewhere this guy's lying naked. And then Wolverine goes right back into battle wearing this guy's costume.
Yeah, when it was revealed that this was going to be a permanent change, because they wanted this to be the new costume, the people wrote in letters, including myself, complaining about it.
Oh, wow.
You wrote a letter complaining?
Back then, yeah. We wanted all the way back.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, it is a little weird if he just would permanently start wearing some other guy's clothes every week. Like, that's an odd writing decision, right? How many superheroes got their uniform because they beat up the guy and took it?
I think this might be a first and only. Yes.
Yeah, it's a look. It's a look. It's
what's up, chat?
Chala thing going in this.
I mean, this costume was even adopted by X-23 for a while.
No, that's hilarious.
Wow.
Poor man's saber tooth. That's funny. We're all short again. Yeah, but that's not where this guy came from. Chet says his name is Fang. So Fang is not from Canada. Fang is from outer space somewhere.
Yes, he's an alien.
Yeah. I just thought it was hilarious. He's the shortest guy. They're always teasing him about his height, but he finds a guy who's the perfect size and is able to swap uniform right there. Just in the midst of battle, he's going to take a second and strip down. Would have been hilarious if he had to, like, all of a sudden people saw him and they're like stopping the fight. Whoa. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You're just stripping this guy down. You just knocked him out and you're stripping him down. Yeah.
There's like 30 other people too. It's like
there's so many people fighting everywhere in this little battleground.
Yeah,
but he found a quiet spot to strip this guy down.
It would have been funny if they just made it where everyone just stopped fighting just to watch this happen.
What
are you doing?
He says they feel kind of funny, but they beat fighting in the altogether. I've never heard of being naked as the altogether.
Yeah.
So there you go. I thought Nightcrawler was something of an MVP this week. Here he is rescuing Lilandra from the Soul Drinker.
Oh, yeah.
That creepy green beast on the right-hand side is the Soul Drinker, which is a phenomenal name for a character, by the way. Mm-hmm. And Jean is trying to help, but she can't. So Nightcrawler bamfs over there to help her out. But I thought this was a cool sequence. And again, Nightcrawler being awesome. He's strong enough to break the chain that's holding her.
Yeah, I had a question about that. If he was able to bamf her, with her, then I mean, doesn't the chain not matter technically? Couldn't they just go? They're just gonna escape that chain without having to break it. I don't know. That was my 2 cents about it. It was cool though, and it was a big deal that was his first time doing it with another person, I think.
Right, which I think he wouldn't know what would happen to someone who was bound if he tried to teleport with them. I think and he wasn't planning on doing it anyways because he's never done it. Was my assumption.
Yep.
But the Soul Drinker is coming.
It is cool art. The large green face.
Yeah, Lilandra's costume is very functional.
Yeah.
Does she have boob windows, or is that like a medallion of some kind?
Well, it's no more functional than a Red Sonja costume.
Or Storms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Soul Drinker is coming. Lilandra is free, but they're being attacked by a weird tentacled robot and the Soul Drinker. So the only solution is to grab onto her and bamf away with her, and the two beasts attack each other in the midst. Oh, that was a cool move.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Soul Drinker looks like something from Lovecraft. Absolutely, he does. And do we ever see the Soul Drinker again?
Oh, there you go, TJ.
No.
Name indicates no book touch.
I feel like Donnie Cates needs to bring the Soul Drinker back. Where's the Soul Drinker, Donnie?
Could happen.
Or maybe Hickman will do it.
Oh yeah.
He drinks 10 W40. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so this was hilarious to me. Almost as funny as Wolverine stripping down in the midst of battle and redressing some guy from some guy's clothing. Lilandra is rescued by Nightcrawler, who's busy. Nightcrawler's just busy geeking out on the fact that he did this.
Right.
And then Cyclops says, "All right, princess, talk." In the midst of the fight, let's talk. You asked for our help, and yes, we came, but we haven't a chance unless we know what we're here for. Make it fast because we're running out of time. And she runs on like 5 pages of monologue.
Yeah, it was a lot.
This is such an info dump. I mean, it was like Hickman would have been proud from this.
Big time. Big time.
I almost wanted to, like, when they cut back to real time where we are, to have all the characters like sitting down like at a campfire, like listening. Like the battle just stopped and everybody's like, "Oh, this is a good story." And then like, "Oh, wait, we're supposed to be fighting. Get back into it." Like the whole show just stops because she's telling a story.
Yep.
So
flashback.
Ton of. I mean, the artwork's cool. I love the art, and obviously this is important plot stuff because they're finally telling us that Eric the Red really did have a plan all along, even if it didn't make any sense. He did have a plan all along.
Yeah, really broke it down for us there.
Right.
I like the artwork of Jean there. The close up.
Yes, definitely
stands out.
There's good floating head down there at the bottom. It looks like an Xavier floating head with the collective will of the humanoid.
That panel looks really good. Big. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So there's some cool. I just dig the cosmic stuff, and I've always loved X-Men in space. I always thought that was a fun time seeing our heroes fight in space. I always really dug that.
Definitely.
So here's another chunk. Keep going. Oh, sorry. Did you want to say something, TJ? Sorry.
No, I'm good.
She's still talking. She's still got more. She's got more. More floating heads in space. We get Havoc. Remember the airport fight? That was part of this too. Remember?
Oh my gosh.
There's a ton of asterisks, back in this issue. And they even go all the way, reminding us about Firelord and all this stuff. And so she finishes and he said, and Cyclops says, "Fine, Lilandra, but what's this all been for?" And then she goes to explain what they're really here for, which is the Emkron crystal, and it's a gateway to power, all sorts of power, which we don't know what it means, but power. It's just power. And I love how it's like, this is, there's people that genuinely believe this is a good thing, even though they call the stars that are aligning are called Death Stars.
Yeah, didn't they even mention the Force at one point in here too? I think the Force was mentioned in this at one point when she was telling her story.
It could totally have happened. I didn't catch that, but I just thought it was like, no, because here's Guardian, Gladiator's come running up, and Gladiator says, "What right have you to deny the Emperor? Jaqen he just wants power. He's going to be a good leader. Never mind that he's getting his power from Death Stars." Does not sound good. Does not sound like a good thing. But I feel like that's kind of Gladiator's shtick. I always feel like he is like following the lead of some knucklehead and not questioning it. That just always seems to be his shtick.
Yep, sounds about right.
I'm trying to remember a time when I felt like Gladiator was on the right side, and I was like, "Yeah, good job, Gladiator. You really picked a winner there." That didn't really ever happen. But maybe his hairstyle should have been a sign. He just can't pick well. But I love the cape.
Yep.
Doctor Strange would have loved it too.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm slowing us down here. The fight continues. Sorry, back to the action. Why are we stopping? Wolverine takes a good punch to the jaw. Cyclops battles a guy who looks like a scuba diver who also blasts with his eyes. Lots of fighting. Everybody's getting beaten up, and it seems like there's just no hope. Gladiator's about to take Lilandra away when he gets blasted because Starjammers, bitch.
Boom. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. They just come in out of nowhere.
I love it. And you got to be happy when Chode comes back.
Yeah. I was gonna say technically that's his this. I guess is his first full appearance. Like we saw the cameo of some of the guys.
Yeah, but I'm just happy to have more Chode.
Yep.
Probably Chod, like Todd, but I don't know. There's an apostrophe. It just messes the whole thing up. Great splash page. I dig the action. And because what we needed was space pirates. This thing needed space pirates.
The big debate back then was she a cat or a skunk? But
this is the eternal Warner Brothers cartoon debate, right?
Hey, what's up, Daryl? Read your comics on Instagram. Good to see you, brother. This guy knows a lot. He knows a lot in general about his comics, and I know he knows a lot about X-Men. So good to see you in here, man. Gladiator is always popping that collar.
Yeah, he does. He does. He definitely. There's a lot of collars though. Look. Even. Oh my gosh.
I agree, Lasso. Definitely reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Full of Guardians, absolutely. But even Corsair, he's got a collar. He's popped the collar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That whole costume seems like one big piece that he slipped on, but it's got a collar for some reason.
And it is popped.
And a sash and a bandana.
To go with. That's right. Hey, what's up, Eric? Azor's Tiger. Good to see you,
He
brother.
did have a cool look, I will say. For late 70s, like it was about as cool as a costume will get in the late 70s. Yeah. So the banter when they first enter is a little odd. Firstly, because he calls her Hepzibah, I think, right? And she's like, "That's not my name."
Oh yeah. He's like, I can't pronounce your name.
And I was like, okay. In the middle of the battle, they're going to argue about the fact that he can't pronounce her name as if it's new material between the two of them. And my name's not Hepzibah. Remember that? I can't pronounce your name, my love. His whole thing is like, love, darling.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously very entertaining introduction to the Starjammers. And Chode. He's just grabbing that guy by the ankle, just tossing him. Love it. I just love it.
He kind of reminds me of Drax, like just big brute muscle and coming in and doing silly things.
Yeah. Well, listen to him. By the by, my name is Chod. My companions and I are Starjammers. We are heroes.
That's deep.
cut to the point, cut to the point.
Yeah.
And within seconds, the battle's over, and Wolverine is standing up on a tree above everybody, just like saying, "Hey, not bad." Everybody's celebrating. Everybody's chillaxing, and they're hanging. They're just talking now. This is a good time.
It's all calm. What happened to the guy that Fang? Where was he in that whole mix of things?
Well, we can't show him because there are standards back in the 70s.
Comical authority was still in effect. Yes.
Right. Absolutely. Guys, I'm sorry. I missed the most amazing first page and splash. Did you dig it? Yeah, Chet. Do you want me to go back? I'll go back for you, brother.
Oh, yeah, that was
the splash page of Starjammers. Yeah. And I don't remember. What's the name of the guy with the like eye patch thing and the metal arm? What's his name? Eye leader. What does he call him? Something? Raza.
Raza. He's in the new X-Men stuff. I was just reading X-Men 9 for Hickman stuff. He was mentioned in that when Gladiator and Kid Gladiator actually that came crashing in, and I think it's X-Men 9 that I just read, or 10.
I'll have to reread that.
Yeah, but he's in there. Raza's in there. I remember seeing him.
Raza. Look, see, Chet knew it.
Nice.
I just think it's hilarious that in the middle of the fight, there are so many moments when people just stop and do weird things. Like Wolverine strips down and changes with another guy. We got Lilandra with like a 3-page monologue. And now they're still fighting people. We are not done. And they're just talking. Hey, I love your pet. It's so cute. I can't understand what he's saying. Like, oh my gosh. Jean is taking the time to psychically read Corsair's mind. She's not even worried about the enemy anymore. She's reading his mind. And of course, it's secrets.
Dun, dun, dun.
Gossip.
Cue the music.
Right. So I just think there's a lot of pausing and not paying attention. And of course, it all ends with that funny little shot next to Jean's head that's Deken way up there in the background. And he's monologuing now. He's like, do your worst, fools. It will make no difference.
He always reminded me of Ming the Merciless,
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yes. I just think the whole thing is hilarious. And then the best thing that they can say is that girl who you couldn't decide cat or skunk says, my people are feline and cats eat birds.
Uh-huh.
But the tail is like a skunk tail.
It is quite a tail.
It's a squirrel girl tail.
Right?
First appearance.
Of her sister, her twin sister.
So this is what so old. Yes.
Yeah.
Back on
so here, apparently nobody's paying attention as the villain enacts his horrible plan. Like nobody was worried about this guy and his Death Stars, which makes Deken the douche.
Douche of the week.
Douche of the week, right there. And he turns on his Kraggle, his special machine, whatever you want to call it. And all of existence blinks. And back on Earth, the Fantastic Four have to check in with Peter Corbeau, if you might remember from, he likes to go on boat vacations with Xavier from time to time.
Yep.
He apparently quickly jumps on a screen with the FF to talk about his fears, his sweaty fears of what this could mean for the universe.
Yeah, I'm curious what issue Fantastic Four was on around this time, and I'm sure maybe Chet knows, or TJ, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Does it connect? Do we see Reed quickly jump onto a screen? Hey, what just happened?
Peter. I don't believe so. Yeah.
Deken and Lilandra had hair done at the same salon. Yeah, it's part of their bird thing. Remember, they're avian. Those are their wings. It's pre-flock of seagulls. Look.
Yes.
To Barbie.
The Euro Krang. There you go. There you go. All right.
190 to 200.
190 to 200. All right, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in there, they answered a call from Peter. So then, of course, yeah, this leads. We're left trying to figure out what will this mean for our heroes next week. Dun dun dun. Sweaty-faced Peter leaves us worried about the universe as we know it dying. Very exciting.
Yeah. I mean, this was like the switchover, right, for the artwork after this issue when we go to 108. Is that
I haven't looked ahead. I've been a good boy about not looking ahead. But you are right. I just opened the next page in my Omni, and 108 is John Byrne.
I just remember that being like a significant note that,
the burn, baby, burn.
Yeah. Daryl, we talked about this earlier, but yeah, the new costume.
Well, I think one of the reasons why they abandoned it is because everyone wrote in saying how much they hate that costume.
Yeah,
everybody, we mean TJ.
It was a nasty letter. Alec would have been proud.
I would love to have them print it. I would have loved it.
I have had a couple of letters printed in the Bronze Age, but I don't remember what issues they were, unfortunately. But I did
remember. No.
Yes, I don't remember what they were, but I did have 2 letters printed, and even one a no prize. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you don't even know what book they were in? Like
no
recollection.
No idea.
Oh my gosh. Do you find yourself just checking every time you get a Bronze Age book?
Yes, if I have a raw book, I will actually look through and check. Yes, just in case.
Nice.
Wow.
That's cool.
I'm gonna start looking. But it's probably not going to say TJ Slabdragon, probably.
No, it'll say Tim, and the last name is Toller, Toller.
All right, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna be looking. I'm just telling you.
That is cool.
I don't think the Omni does not reprint the pages, so I can't check your fan. I can't check these.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Jackson Roy Kirk says he had one in an FF issue. He doesn't remember, but he has it. He owns a copy. That's hilarious.
Yep. Oh, Daryl says that this is that costume was used in Iron Fist 15.
Oh yeah, I sent you a picture of that, John. Yep.
That's hilarious. Yes, I do remember you sent me that. I'm sorry I didn't load it.
No problem.
Good. Look at this. You guys, the knowledge, the deep knowledge here.
Seriously.
Any last thoughts, gentlemen, on this this issue?
No,
TJ?
it was a lot of fun especially for the teenage TJ. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I think I read it like 10 times that night. I just love the art and the characters. Starjammers come in, more to follow.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Was there an X character that you were really enjoying at this time? Was like the new character you were really appreciating?
For X-Men characters, I really, really love Wolverine. I mean, when I got a 181 off the rack, it was no big deal. But when he's in the X-Men, he just grew on me. It's like I thought turned it into a real cool character.
Nice.
For something I thought was going to be like a one-off. Yeah.
I mean, he easily could have been, I think. Yep. And I still think they're at this point trying to figure out how to make him work.
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Should we get on to the facts here? Yeah, we got the Starjammers, Corsair, Chode, Hepzibah, Astra, and Raza. We got the Imperial Guard, Gladiator, Deken, who we've kind of seen before, and then, of course, many other nameless Guard members. The first appearance of the Emkron crystal, and a couple of little things. The first mention that Scott and Corsair have a connection, in quotes, and Wolverine gets some new threads, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of notes on that cover.
Oh my! I'm sure the slab for this book is just.
Oh my gosh! Wait, bring that back up again. Let me see the front of that. That's. Oh yeah, it's like a whole paragraph you got there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's wild.
I'm glad you didn't hold up a 9.8 because I would have been worried. The jump. So we've been talking about how every once in a while we get an X-Men book that's like a ×5 or a ×6, and we're like, holy crap, this is crazy. This book has a times 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 9.6 of this book goes for about $650.
Mhm.
A 9.8 goes for $6,000.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
That I really want that point to strike home. If you find a super high grade copy of this book, get that thing pressed and cleaned, send that thing in.
Yep.
See, look, there it is. Chet knows what's up.
Wait, and Chet has a 9.6 and he says it's not signed.
Don't be upset
on.
about it. You'll get through it.
If you have a copy that is a 9.2 or above, Chad, you're good.
Yeah, that's a win for sure.
Because
That
this
is-
is a hard book to find in high grade. I don't know why that's the case, but this one is a hard one to find. I think too many people abused it reading it over and over.
I have a copy, but mine's really, really bad condition. Someone threw it in with something else that I purchased from them. They just threw it to me, which is cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
mine's like a mid-grade 5, 6, somewhere in there. But I mean, if you find an old label CGC 9.6 of this book, I mean, seriously, this is a book that's going to, I mean, you just start buying 9.6s and just press and clean them. If you get one of those to pop, come on. That multiplier is disturbing.
And remember, the old label you need to look for is this label.
Yes, blow TJ up.
Oh,
there.
yeah, here.
The old label has the big white.
If it has this label, it has never been pressed.
That's the big white rectangle on one side and the light blue one on the other.
Yep.
So I mean, it's just one of those. The multiplier on this book is the biggest one I've ever seen. Yeah, Daryl, I totally agree. It's absolutely bonkers. I need it to complete the signed 194 to 143. That's the only one that you're missing signed. Okay, now you're really messing with me. So anyway, that multiplier is crazy. Now let's see the numbers a little bit. 43 copies in a 9.8.
Wow.
Just 43.
That's it. Yep.
186 in a 9.6. So that's a pretty low number. 217 in a 9.4, and then it goes to the 160s for 9.8 and 9.0. So just low grades. The last few we looked at would have a couple hundred in almost each of those spots. 9.6, 9.8, 9.2 would all have a couple hundred. So to have them all be a lot lower and have almost just 40 9.8s, it's just super rare. So that's partly why the number is so high. And it's a big book, like TJ's saying, it's a big book.
What does like a 900 or a 9.0 go for? I couldn't see, Eric.
Sorry, 9.0 is 170.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably the most expensive book since '94, actually, in the run.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, a lot of people like all the connective tissue that happens through this issue, as far as to Cyclops' family history, to other runs involving the Imperial Guard and Gladiator, and of course to the story in space with Lilandra. All that stuff I think is really exciting. It all kicks off here in like big fashion.
Definitely connects a lot of things, especially from just what we've been reading. All these little short clips and stories of Lilandra and, Professor X having these dreams. It definitely explains a lot. And like you were saying before, TJ, I'm sure a lot of people were reading through this many times over again when it first came out.
So then it's going to get beat in war and live a life.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. I think there we go.
Nice.
Thanks to TJ for giving us that go collect information, because I think it's a nice little bit of information to throw in at the end of this show each week.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And TJ, thanks for always doing that.
You're always welcome.
Appreciate it. Man. So that is a refreshing thing to issue to go over, especially based on our discussion from last episode. Definitely refreshing. So that was a lot of fun. Any last things that you want to add to it, John or TJ? I think we touched on everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this issue answered a lot of questions. been like lingering for the last 4 issues, but it just created more actually.
That's true. Yeah.
Isn't that the case though in good stories that answering questions leads to more questions? I get that feeling. Hey, Glitter's here. Hello. Thanks for coming by, Crystal.
Hey, Glitter. Just says if any of you see one, contact me.
A high grade Stan Lee signature of issue 107. I will definitely. You're the first guy I'm going to call. I can't afford it. That's for darn sure.
All right. So for those of you who are familiar, we have some questions coming up. And as I mentioned before, this is your chance to get your name entered in a couple of our raffles that we have going on. Like I said, I will be raffling this off at some point as we continue to get through volume 1. This is volume 2 of the Claremont stuff that we've been reading. So this will go to somebody at some point. In order to get your name in that, you just have to answer. You have to be the first to answer the correct questions that John and I have that we will share just momentarily. And then, of course, John is also going to be doing his mystery box, and he gives out 2 tickets to 2 different people, whoever answers the question first and second. So if you see someone answer the question correctly and no one else has said it, simply copy and paste. Highly recommend just copy and pasting, and you will be on the board for John's raffle. So
and as Jackson Roy Kirk and Beta Ray Jim will often tell you, comedy also gets points. So just making a good joke, I throw a bone to the people who make me laugh the most each question. So
that's
definitely looking for you all just having a good time.
Yep. Great point. John, you want to kick it off with the first question?
Ooh, Beta Ray, I didn't know that. Volume 3 was scheduled to come out this week, but it got delayed to early January. Thank you for dropping that.
Man, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Because my LCS is going to hold one of those for me as well. But then Volume 4 is not till March, I don't think. It's definitely been pushed a ways. I don't remember what Volume 3 is, Lasso, but I can hit you on Instagram and let you know. I don't remember exactly which ones. Yeah, I can go first. Last week, we had a really rough read. The book was not written by Claremont, or at least co-written in some fashion. And then the artist was not Dave Cockrum. It was a guest artist who had recently passed away, who was the artist whose work was published posthumously in last week's issue, 106. What is the name of that artist?
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a change up with that artwork. A little bit.
No, Jackson Roy Kirk. Volume 2 has dropped of the Omnibus, which is why Justin was holding it up there, and I got mine stashed away somewhere. So Volume 2 has dropped. I didn't realize Volume 3 had been delayed. Okay. Ooh, I see that going deep cut. First one through the gates there. Let me double check with the live chat and make sure I got the right order. Yep. I've got Lasso and then Todd Christian.
Nice.
Let's see here. So Lasso, where are you on my list? I know I got you. So there you go. So Lasso, you get a raffle ticket into the overall. And let's see. Is this the first time, Todd? Is this the first time you made the list? Yeah, Todd. Awesome, man.
Nice. Good stuff, Todd.
You get a point, and then let's see any good comedy. Bob Ross. There it is. Beta Ray. Bob Ross. Let's have some happy little Death Stars.
Yeah.
All right. That is awesome.
All right. I got Lasso down for that first one. Last week too, Lasso took 3 out of 4.
And Lasso with another, if he gets another one correct first off the buzzer there, he is officially in third place.
Oh wow, nice.
On the overall standings.
All right. So yeah, because last issue, we weren't completely crazy about it. I'm gonna go with this question here. What was the official title of last issue that we saw? What was the title?
Beta Ray Jim dropped the issues that are in the Volume 3 Omnibus. Thank you for doing that, Jim. I appreciate that, sir.
Nice.
So it looks like it goes through issue 175. Plus, I forgot that. Yeah, it's got the Magic and the Wolverine miniseries, which is awesome. Yeah. Oh, God Loves Man Kills is in there. Uh-oh, TJ.
Ooh.
Graphic novel number 5. There it is. Yeah. Boom.
And the joke answer.
They got to shrink it down.
I would have said that the title was Alec Reviews a Dumpster Fire. But
he should have been our guest. Ooh, that's I'm gonna double check on my string there.
Yeah,
I got Lasso again, moving into official 3rd place.
Nice.
And Chet, 2nd place. Ooh, and actually, because he's going back and forth with Chet is now exactly 1 point ahead. So you're in 4th place, Lasso, because Chet got a point and he's moved up 1. Time for Chris and Dave to come up with the next story. Says Jackson Roy Kirk. I will give you the comedy point for that one.
Nice.
Oh, but burn after reading is hilarious too.
I'm finding out though that hopefully this will bring some new audience to God Loves Man Kills, because a lot of the younger collectors have never read that, and it's required reading.
So,
Jackson Roy Kirk says, no, give it to Beta Ray Jim. No, it's more exciting this way. That's hilarious, though. Burn after reading. I'm not going to promote any destruction of comic books from the X-Men Claremont run.
Okay.
X2 is definitely based on a lot of the stuff from God Loves Man Kills. Well said, PJ. And it's we had TJ on a book club, I believe it was, with Alec and I talking about God Loves Man Kills, and the significance of that book for him in particular.
Yep, and Bear Island too. Yeah,
I don't remember that guy.
Yeah, Adam was on that.
Was he? I don't know that guy. All right. So second question from me is. The issue last week had to do with a lot of time spent in the danger room. Colossus got in a little kerfuffle with Wolverine. Shocker. Why? Why was Wolverine upset with Colossus? Because it makes total sense. You know. Why was Wolverine upset with Colossus last week?
Makes as much sense as some of the drawings that we saw of that scene.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
He was constipated.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I got Chet. Oops, sorry, but I guess I'll give it to Lasso as the second answer too, though. So Lasso gets a point because he does shove him, but it's really he saves his life because he doesn't get crushed by a girder. Chet with double points on that one and a raffle ticket entry.
Man,
stepped on his shoes. Oh my gosh!
Can I just say the last week we had it started out Lasso Chet, same as this week,
going back and forth. Well, that hey, I got issues is taking some time off, and so you guys are gaining on him. You guys are all gaining on him. I'm going to give Azores the comedy point on that one for the stepping on his shoes.
Nice.
Boom.
Very nice. All right. Last question here is going to be, which X-Men from the original team did we see first in the main fight scene when the new team runs into the old team? Not counting Cyclops, of course.
Yeah, we're not counting Cyclops because technically he's a new team member. I mean, let's just be honest. He's part of the new team.
That's right. So there was somebody that we saw first. Who was it? See some mixed answers here. Do you see the correct answer?
I do.
I think
that's the one.
I think we have Chet first.
And then I thought we had, is it Kirk next?
Yep.
Kirk? Yeah.
Yep. Roy Kirk second.
There you go. So Chet's got another raffle ticket.
Beta Ray Jim.
Of the original X-Men, I always thought that Angel was the coolest. I just loved his wings.
I will say that's my probably looking back again and again over that last issue, because I was like, this can't be this bad. That might be one of the best drawings, is that revealed drawing of Angel standing there. The wings are done really well. He's got the like one leg lean. He's doing the like hanging at the bar lean.
All right, so we got Chet there for the fourth.
Yeah, I was always a sucker for like Angel, Hawkman, Birdman, from Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, I just love the characters with wings.
Burns drew Angel so well. Check out that Annual 7. Look, he's still telling Justin, gotta read Annual 7.
Damn it, Chet. I gotta get on it.
Every time.
So many things to read.
You're gonna have to A-OK it to him just to get him to read it.
There you go.
But I'll take one too if you're giving me
yeah. But then he would say, don't open it though.
Probably true. Angel is quite dreamy. So actually, we're live, but I think next week I'm going to have to skip a week just for the holiday. Our guest is supposed to be Kachung, who is in the chat. So Dave, if that's okay with you, we might go 2 weeks and be back again just before New Year's for the issue 108 with Dave from Kachung. So if you want to, of course, Delphia is welcome to come and hang with us as well. Totally. Love seeing her as well. Yep. But if that works for you, Dave, you can answer in the chat. But is that okay with you, Justin, if we skip a week?
Absolutely. Yeah, the 29th. That's going to be December 29th, guys. So mark your calendars. That'll be the next Tuesday that we'll go live, and we'll be over on John's channel. So make sure you note that as well. Yeah.
The New Year's coming. Yep. 109 in the new year. Yeah, exactly, Chet. You'll be doing 109 with us, the first show in 2021. And Kachung says it's good with him, so I'm glad. Sorry to do that on the fly, everybody.
It's all good.
Discuss it.
No, that works.
But if TJ, if you want to off air talk about X-Men and have dinner, I'm still down to hang. You don't have to feel like you're missing out on hangout time.
I always like to stick around and talk.
No, I'm talking about next week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, for me, the main reason I need to skip is because I'm going to be so busy, I'm not going to be able to make the slideshow.
No problem. Yeah.
So I'm fine to hang and talk X-Men off air and have dinner if you want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool. Awesome, Jax. I figured most people are going to be a little busy that close, getting that close, but I didn't want to spring it on everybody. I'm sorry about that. And then, Chet is 109 in the new year. And then we've got a pretty big gap from 109 all the way until we have 121. So if there's an issue you in the chat want to join us to talk about, let us know. We'd be happy to have you come on. Beta Ray Jim, we'd be happy to have you join us. You don't have to show your face if that's, so I know some people don't like to show their face on camera. You can just point it at the cover of the book and chat with us. We're happy to have people from the chat join us. So let us know if anything between 110 and 120, anywhere in those, whatever 10 or so issues. Happy to have you come and join us. Chet's already asking for 112, so you got Chet booked. Boom.
There you go. Yeah, and I mean it's as easy as that, guys. If you have any requests or you want to be on at any certain time, I was talking to JR, who was in the chat earlier, and I think he'd be interested in doing something soon. I'll clarify what issue. I don't know if he's still in here now, but and TJ, we'd love to have you back on too.
Absolutely.
When you get to the Black Queen era, let me know.
Oh, all right.
Beta Ray Jim says, "Why did you invite me on and then immediately say you don't have to show your face?"
Yeah, why would you say that?
It was a badly written sentence. I was not implying specifically you, just the plural you of any you people.
I did think about that. I was like, he has his own channel. He goes on all the time.
I know he does, but he's not been on with us. You got to come and join us, man. So
that's true.
That's true. You, Beta. I want to see you to join us for an issue. Pick an issue, and be happy to have you, man.
Yeah, we got to see that room again. Sweet background that you have with all the omnibus. JR says he's still here. Yeah, JR, man, you let me know if you want to get on an issue. We'll set something up at some point.
There's a ton. We got a ton, and we've only got a handful filled until Chet starts saying he wants to be here for all of them. But Chet, yeah, you let me know if you want 111 or 112. Doesn't matter, brother. I'll mark you down for either one.
Yep.
George, D-Runk, we're done. We're leaving. What are you doing?
Hey. And we're gone. Good to see you, D-Runk.
So, TJ, do you have any other shows that I know you were just on? Was it a week ago? You were on with discussing slabs on Hialeah's channel, right? 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Anything in the works coming up here soon?
Probably around the beginning of January. I'm hoping to set up a show with Alec for the 2100 celebration.
Oh,
nice,
sweet.
And a kind of
hopefully by then I'll be getting my books back, and we could do another slab reveal show.
Yep, that'd be great too. Yeah.
So I got 14 that are, somewhere in the system.
Yeah. I just know that the post office right now is really screwed up.
Yes.
Yeah,
mine are going FedEx, I think.
I got a lot of packages in the USPS that are just in limbo and have been for over a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Scary.
We got a battle between Beta and Chet for 112. Chet, did you want 111 or 112? Chet gets first pick, and then Beta will get whatever's left. Because Chet asked for 112 first, and then he said, wait, I don't know if I wanted 112. He says he'll do a 111 and then 119, which leaves Chet, which is Beta for 112. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you need to get Alec for the Alpha Fight issues.
I have him. Oh, I got them.
Okay.
I'm set.
Okay.
Yeah, and boom, done. See, look at that. See, boom, evil grin. There you go. So Beta Ray, you're at 112. I feel like an auction.
Yeah.
Chet, you've got 111 and 119 and 109. We got Chet 3 times. Yes,
nice. Lasso's 130. Do we have that written down?
Lasso is 130, and I told him you're welcome to come earlier if you want. Yeah, disco with the Dazzler.
Nice. It's a great issue. Very good. John, what about you? What do you have coming up? I know you have a lot of things going on. I love the content you're putting out there, especially on YouTube. What do you got coming up next?
Busy this week. Tomorrow, I've got my usual shows on the Wednesday Comic Core show. We're going to be doing nothing useful, but then making people laugh from time to time and making TJ uncomfortable. And then after that, we've got Book Club, and Book Club's going to be kind of exciting this week. I'm sad to say the books are by my bedside because I'm going to be reading them later. But we got Immortal Hulk King in Black tie-in number 1 is an all-silent issue. And we're gonna break that down. It's really actually very entertaining, a fun Christmas sort of holiday issue. So we're gonna break that down. And then for those that don't know, the creator of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman, dropped a new Image number, not 1, 17 yesterday, or tomorrow. So he is not titling his new issue of his new book number 1. He's titling it 17, and I think the plan is to count down to issue 1.
Whoa!
It's drawn by Ryan Otley, and it's done in the style and look of a 90s comic. Even the paper has a 90s paper quality to it.
Wow!
So we're going to break that down and review that new Robert Kirkman Image book. It's going to be a hard one to find. My LCS only got a handful because they didn't know what they were buying because it was labeled issue 17. They're like, oh, well, an Image number 17, Robert Kirkman will get it. But it's actually the first issue. And so it's going to be the key or whatever. And it's going to be criminally underordered, I have a feeling. And people were, my LCS said they put one on eBay when they found out. They sold it for $40 before the end of the day. So I ended up paying $10 at my LCS for my copy. So it's going to be a tricky one to find, I think, just because this will be underordered. And I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm sorry. So that's tomorrow. My edited video is Thursday, and then I'm on JP's show Thursday night, and I'm on Hero and the Kid Friday night.
Can you also mention that thing that you guys are starting to do now on Thursdays with Rod and Old Wolf? I think that's really cool what you guys are doing. And yeah.
So we're doing, all three of us have like a short video we drop Thursdays. We're calling it Tag Team Thursday. And we just sort of go 15 minutes back to back to back. We drop our videos at 6:30 Eastern, 6:45 and 7. Just a Rican in his comics. There he is.
There he is.
Team Thursday. He's dropping his video at 6:30. I do my live premiere at 6:45. And then Old Wolf Tony does his at 7. It's a kind of fun way to roll through.
Yeah, I saw you guys do that last week. I was like, "Ooh, what's going on here? What are we doing?" And I just like follow the crowd.
Right. So here's the cover. If you want to like blow it up a little bigger, this is the Kirkman book. It's called Solid Blood, issue 17. I don't know if I'm going to get like.
Oh yeah, I see. Yep. So,
but it's even got like a young. It's got a 90s look to it.
The title totally 90s.
Nice. Yeah, looks like a Jordan Press cover almost.
And like I said, art is Ryan Otley. Which is, he's a insanely talented guy, and story is Robert Kirkman. So it's gonna be an under the radar kind of a book. If you can find it and not have to pay $40, then I'd say pick it up. It could be an interesting book that holds a little unusual value just because of the way it was released and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Youngblood for sure, Todd. That's exactly what I thought of.
That was the one I was thinking. It definitely, it's a really unique way that he's going about it. So I'll check it out for sure.
So it sounds like if you want to drop an edited video, Justin, we can work you into the rotation of Tag Team Thursday.
I was talking to Rod about it, and my only problem is I don't actually get my books right away. So
but
I could do
a comic book thing too. It can be whatever you want. You just need if you got a hey, I got a few cool covers for next week or whatever.
That's true.
Be careful on that Kirkman book, though, because it's going to be a spec book most likely, and people are going to pay a lot of money for it.
Yes.
And 6 months from now, it'll be on JP's channel showing that it's a $10 book.
I would be willing to say it would hold at least $10 because this is an image #1 by Robert Kirkman. I think that if nothing else, it'll definitely hold $10 value, but will it hold 40, 50? That's going to depend on long-term spec of indies is usually related to movies and TV. So, but Kirkman is pretty consistent with movies and TV side. Oblivion Song's coming along. I hear Walking Dead was a huge hit. So, who knows?
And he did that other surprise release in the comic book shops too that went nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't remember what it's called. It was that I don't that memorable. But he put it on something else that just didn't go anywhere. There was no one didn't even know it was being released. It just showed up on the shelf, and it went nowhere.
Good to note.
Chet says he's got to fly. We're gonna get out of here too, Chet. I appreciate it, man. And JR, if you want to join us for issue 117, just let us know on Instagram or something.
Yeah, we'll hook it up. All right, guys. So we won't see you until the 29th, Tuesday. We'll be on John's channel. So make note of that now. Make sure you guys are following TJ and his YouTube channel. The links are in the description below as well. TJ, thanks so much, man, for being on and for what you do with the chart and everything. We really appreciate that. Always.
If you really want to see my activity, check out my Instagram at TJ9012.
There you go. That's in there too. I did add that in the description as well. You just had a bunch of slabs going up there. I saw that earlier.
Conan nice. Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I opened a box with 7 Conan slabs today. So
beautiful. All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap it up here. If you guys are watching the replay, thanks for taking that time to do so. Everyone in the chat, we appreciate you. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a happy holiday, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.